Hello friends, my name is Paramjeet Singh and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about Traffic Manager. So what is Traffic Manager? Azure Traffic Manager is a DNS-based traffic load balancer that enables you to distribute traffic optimally to services across global Azure regions. So the Traffic Manager is a kind of load balancer which is balancing the load when users are logging to particular website. Like if I type Amazon.com. So this is the website server located in US. This will direct the user to US server because Amazon.com is something where the server is located in US. But when I type in Amazon.in, it means it is going to direct it to the server which is located in India. So this is how it is managing the traffic. This is how it's directing the users who are pinging this particular domain. But if I go to Google search and I'm sitting in India and I search Amazon, in that case, it knows that I'm requesting this search from India. So on the very top, it will give me Amazon.in, and after that, it will show me Amazon.com. So Amazon.in is going to be the priority for Google search because I'm sitting in India. And how does it check that why it is giving me this option of Indian domain? Because it is checking the latency. Like when I'm pinging from India itself, it checks that the server which is residing in India is giving the response very quickly. So it will keep it on top. And geography is also a matter. So there are a lot of factors which we are going to discuss in this video. So before that, we'll go ahead and discuss the features of this traffic manager. Okay, friends. So now we are going to discuss that what are the features of traffic manager. The first one is increase application availability. So when we say increase application availability, so this means that when we have different servers in different regions globally. So if this is my US server and this is my India server, so I have a cluster. I have different hosts here. Host A, then I have host B. Same goes to US server. I have host A, and then I have host B. And in these hosts, I have different virtual machine instances running. Same goes to India server. I have a cluster created in India. I have different host machines. In these host machines, I have different virtual machines running, virtual machine instances running, which are running one particular application. So just in case I'm going to maintain one of my servers, let's say I am maintaining this US server, I'll keep it down for 24 hours. It does not mean that I cannot access my application. It does not mean that the users will not be able to take the benefit of the application. They will not be able to run or access the application. The traffic which is coming from anywhere in the world, I will set up my infrastructure in such a way that I'll say none of the traffic will go to US. I can direct traffic to India server. I can either direct traffic to Dubai server. If I have any server in Dubai, I can direct the traffic to UK server. So my application is always going to be available for users. So this is what it says, increase application availability. My application is always going to be available to users. There will not be any downtime. Okay, so let's go to the next point, which says improves application performance. So improves application performance means when we are in India and I ping one particular application, it does not mean that it will always direct me to the server residing in India. It can also direct me to server residing in UK or US. It depends on the latency also. There are so many factors on depending on which one particular application is accessed or directed or traffic manager points the user to particular server. So let's say I am in India and I ping a server. So when I'm pinging any server machine, if the request goes in 4 seconds and the response comes back in 4 seconds, there is a latency of 8 seconds. But there is a table which every server keeps on creating on its own. It keeps on pinging different servers to check what is the latency between each and every server. So if that table says that if one user is in India and it's trying to ping the server in India and it's taking 8 seconds, there is a server already residing in UK and it is giving the response in less than 5 seconds. This can happen. This is It is not mandatory that one user is pinging from India and he or she will always get quick response from India also. This can be a case that the server residing in India has a lot of load. It is taking time to respond to your query. But servers residing in UK or US or any other country globally, they are giving you response very quickly. So, for example, UK server is giving me a response in 5 seconds. Then the user who is requesting the access to application will be directed to the UK server. The user will not be directed to India server. So this can happen. Please understand there are a lot of factors: geography, latency, priority. We'll discuss it in the lecture. So this is the second point. The third point says perform service maintenance without time downtime. So this I have already discussed. When we have multiple servers in different locations globally, different regions of Earth. Then we go ahead and ping the servers. If one of the server is down, that does not mean my complete application is down because I am directing the users to other servers. So my application will only be called down only if all the servers are down. This cannot be the case. And if I'm maintaining one of the servers, I can keep rest of the servers running, and I'll keep my application running on those servers. So the term downtime will only come when my application is running, not at all is running. If user is pinging the application, he is getting the error message. So then only I can say it's a downtime. But if I am directing the users to different servers, it's just that one of the servers in one particular location is not working. It means the traffic manager is taking care of it. It's directing the users to different servers. So this is how it goes. And then comes the traffic manager works at DNS level. This I have already discussed, friends. So traffic manager always looks into the DNS name which we are pinging, like I'm pinging Amazon .com. So first of all, it will check the DNS. The main prefix is .com. It will start from right to left, and then it will go to Amazon. It will ping the site, and it will show you the response. So it's how the DNS works. Like the traffic manager is completely dependent on DNS. So how quickly it responds, how quickly it's geographically placed. So we are going to discuss these methods in the video. Okay. So, friends, now let's discuss the traffic manager routed methods. What all methods can be used to route a traffic or to route a user which is trying to request or access one particular application. So, the first one is priority. Priority use a primary server endpoint for all traffic and provide backups in case the primary or backup endpoints are unavailable. So priority means I am setting a priority. For example, I'm working from India, but I have a client in UK, and the UK client is trying to access one application which is specifically loaded on a UK server. Why I'm loading it on a UK server? Because I want only this UK clients to be accessing that particular application. It can be because of any timestamp or any other reasons that I want that application to be residing in UK itself. So the client or user does not matter where he or she is currently. They can be in Dubai, they can be in US, they can be in India, they can be in Australia. If they are accessing that particular domain or that particular application or website, it is definitely be going to direct it to UK server because I am setting the priority and it is going to direct to UK server. So it does not mean that if one of the UK server is down, I am not creating any backup. Definitely, I'm going to create a backup. If one of the servers is down, it is going to direct it to another server, but its server is going to be residing in UK itself. So I'm just creating a backup server for it just in case one server is down, another one is up. Next comes the weighted. The weight is an integer from 0 to 1000. The higher the weight, the higher the priority. So it means I'm giving a weight to one particular server. It means I have server A, B, C, D, and I'm giving weight 100 to server A. So this is my server A. I'm giving it weight 100. To B, I'm giving 90. C, I'm giving 80. D, I'm giving 70. So it means the priority is server A because the weight of this server is higher than these servers. The 100 means higher. So it says the weight is an integer from 0 to 1000. The higher the weight, the higher the priority. So this weight is higher than rest of the servers. So the priority is server A. So once the server A is completely loaded, then only the request will move forward to server B. After that, it comes to server C and then server D. So the third one comes is performance. Closest endpoint in terms of the lowest network latency. The closest endpoint is not necessarily closest as measured by geographical distance. So in this, it takes care of the performance, which server is giving me the best performance, but that does not mean that the server which is residing very near to me geographically is going to give me a low latency. It could be a case that I'm requesting some application from India, but the server residing in India is not giving me the good latency. But the server residing in any other country, US or UK, is giving me a better latency. So for this traffic manager, the closest server is going to be UK server or US server, which is giving me a best latency. It keeps on creating a table that we have already discussed. So it will check which particular server is giving me the best latency. I'm sorry, the low latency, and the request is going to be forwarded to that particular server. It is not based on the geographical distance. It is based on the low latency or the performance, because it is only looking for the performance on that particular application. And this is how the traffic manager is configured to send the requests or send the queries of the users. So in traffic manager routing methods, the fourth comes the geographic, wherein based on which geographic location their DNS query originates from. So it means when I'm residing in US and I'm taking one application, so it will only go to the server based in US. It will not check any latency. It will not check any performance. None of the factors matters to it. It does only check that the location of the user is in US and the server which is giving the response, it's going to be the US only. It will not direct the user to any other server located in any other country geographically or any other location. So this is something which is geographic based. It is not depending on any performance or latency. Next comes the multi-value. The multi-value traffic routing methods allows you to get a multiple healthy endpoints in a single DNS query response. So in a one response, you get response from multiple healthy endpoints. Like if two of the endpoints are performing very well, very quickly, they're responding with a very low latency. The best two are going to respond to that query, and whichever is taking the response first will allow the users to access that particular application. Now, next comes the subnet. Select the subnet traffic routing method to map sets of end user IP address ranges to a specific endpoint within a traffic manager profile. So a subnet means when we have a particular address range. So let's say I have an IP address range from 10.0.0.1 to 10.0.0.100. Now I am dividing it into subnets. I am creating one subnet which starts from 0.1 and goes up to 0.11. So I am configuring this subnet to be directed to one server. Then I have another server starting from 0.12 to 0.24. This particular server is configured in such a way that it will direct to another server. So this is how the subnetting routing method works. So friends, this is the video on Traffic Manager, how Traffic Manager works, what are the features of Traffic Manager, and how the Traffic Manager routing methods work. So if you have been so far, please like the video, please do subscribe my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.